Hello, beautiful people. This is Mark with markslittlecoinshop.com. And today, I don't know if you saw the video of the little gold coin that I had purchased from an antique shop. Well, I decided to go back over there, and they had a stone mountain. Let's see if I can get you closer. No, closer. There we go. They had a little stone mountain, 1925. And I figured, well, why don't I go get it? Nice looking little coin. Let me get this out. Well, costed me all of $40. Not too bad. Came in a little case here. Oh, this tape has been on here forever. Oh my goodness. I should have taken it off before I started. Well, anyhow, let's just look at it as is then. Anyhow, so it's a nice, pretty coin. It does have a little bit of wear on his leg coming down. It's kind of smoothed off, and I think you can see that there. But otherwise, the rest of the coin looks pretty decent. So maybe like an AU, I guess, or extra fine. Anyhow, it was just something I saw that one other time, and I said, why didn't I just buy them all when I was there? The other one is a 50 centavo piece from, I believe it's 1942. But again, this is silver. Now, the Mexican coins, and the older coins, of course, were of 0.72 silver. So, like, when we say our 90%ers, well, this is a 0.72, which is 72% silver. And, of course, the gold is gold. Anyhow, those are from an antique store in a little town next to mine, Castroville, Texas. So today I wanted to talk about the Franklin half dollars. Let me back this out now. Franklin half dollars. I don't know. It's kind of like a coin that, I don't know, people don't really get into. I don't know if it's because Franklin was on the front, Liberty Bell's on the back, and you can see that clearly. The things with the Franklins, I do have an ugly Franklin over here, so let me get that out of here. Usually when I pick things up, they just fall completely out, and this time it's gonna hold tight and stay there. So here we go. And 1949, and this is usually what they're going to look like. So see that full, there is no full bell, okay? Towards the bottom of the bell is what we're going to look for. And instead of pointing with my finger, let's point with the pointer. So across the bottom of the bell, there's supposed to be some full bell lines. If you get them with full bell lines, then they're actually worth a little bit more. Otherwise, like I said, people just don't, I don't know, treat them like something great. I really love the Franklin sets. I mean, they're beautiful if you get a nice looking coin, such as like this 1955 here. And if you flip it over and you look, it has full bell lines right there, okay? Now, would I have this graded? Probably not. I kind of like it in the little case that I got it in. But it has the full bell line. So when you look for Franklins, look for that full bell line across here. See how many lines there are running across the back of the Franklin? The ones across the top area up here. And look at the wood grain in the holder, the bell holder. I don't know what that would be called. These words right in here are typically going to be in that style. They're not going to be really legible whatsoever. Anyhow, I like the Franklin sets, but I don't know why they don't get the respect that they should have. Here's a 1956 set, proof set. And again, it's nice looking. It's probably, yeah, there's some scratches on the casing here. And you turn it open over. And again, you can see the full bell lines in there. Again, the wood in the holder of the bell at the top. It's nice wood grain look to it. Anyhow, so I went out and I purchased this. And let's back out here a second. So I purchased this from Atmex a few months ago, and I had shown y'all, but I never went into the coins that are in here, the Franklin halves. So of course the Franklin halves were from 1948 to 1963, and then when Kennedy took over in 1964. These are all 90% silver, and they're in BU condition. So when we open it up, and now we can go a little bit closer. How about more? No, how about the other way, Mark? There. And you can see they all look and appear to be in BU condition. Again, when I purchased this, I said I really would like to have everything in the same category. Now, would I take out that 1955 Franklin and put it in here as a proof? These don't have a designation for proofs to be put in here. So I said, no, I'm not going to put them in to this set. This set is just fine as it is. And so you can see the detail of all of the Benjamin Franklin, the face and the dates and everything looks really nice and sharp. Okay. So when we go to turn it around to the back, or the reverse, the 1948 is going to be on the bottom over here. And that one right there. Look at the detail on that one. 1948. That's pretty darn near full bell lines, if I can tell. And here, a little bit of mess up on it. Here you go. But that's what we're looking for in the Franklin half dollars, is the full bell line. Okay, so just going through these, I saw that the majority of these looked really good for full bell lines. No, they are not all full bell lines, but that was 1948 that we just looked at, the oldest coin in this set for Benjamin Franklin. And to have full bell lines back in those years, that coin must have been put away for a long time. Not to be, what I'm getting at is that they weren't thrown out on the table for something to eat, or, weren't used really very much in circulation. BU to me is something that came from the mint, went to the bank, put it into a roll, or however they distributed them at that time, and that's all the further it went. It didn't have much more circulation than just sitting in a roll for years upon years. And so I believe I made a decent purchase with this right here. I don't know if I told you, $850 for the entire thing in BU condition. Now, if you wanted to, yes, you can go out and get them, a whole bunch of them like this. And as you can see, we looked at the back already, and there was no bell lines in them in any of these at all. And so this is not what you're looking for, but this is a starter coin, let's just say. And as you go through your set, your Dansko, or whether it be the Whitman, the folder of the Whitman, and you just start putting them in, and as you continue to get a better and better condition coin, then you update it each and every time, just like we've been doing with the Indian heads and the Lincoln cents. Just keep updating the coins that you have. And if they have no bell lines, I'm sorry to say they're worth their silver value. Might be worth a little bit more, but not a whole lot more. But when they have the full bell lines, then now you have something of value. Okay, so that's about all I wanted to tell y'all today. I was really happy with the 2 coins that I found at that same little antique store. Like I said, you can find coins anywhere almost, apparently. I'm gonna have to go to the Goodwill and see if they got coins over there. Anyhow, hey, I love y'all. Help an old veteran out. Put the like and subscribe, and I'd really appreciate it. And y'all have a blessed day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.